Hey guys, welcome back to the Hicks' Fab Garage. So we're going to do some 2K high build primer. So guys, stay tuned and I hope you enjoy the video. Alright, wow, I am completely sunburned. Been out here almost all day. Ooh, wow, look at that. Ouch, I didn't think I got burnt that bad. Anyway, enough about me. So, out of breath, tired, been almost all day. So I went through, saw on the time lapse, I sanded it down with 220 with the orbital, and then 180 in different spots I couldn't get by hand. So now I'm going to go through, just wiped the whole car down, cleaned it, taped it up. First time using the plastic. Not a huge fan, I'm not overly concerned. I'm just trying to keep most of it off of the inside because I'm going to go through with the epoxy primer again. Hit where it's bare metal. Let that flash dry, and then I'm going to go come back on, put the 2K high build onto it. So that's going to be a wet on wet approach. I'll go over all the details maybe later at it. Wish I went differently. So this is the big step though. Get this all in one unicide, hopefully final primer if I don't run into any issues with it. So paper this up. It is like a sauna in here, so I need to take a little break because I don't want to pass out. And then I'll probably put it on time lapse to the outside. Those fans are really loud. I only have one on right now. I don't have the one on the inside pushing all the air around. So all right, I'll be back. Next day, always a big mess after painting, so it worked out okay. So go over the things that actually I use. I don't know if I ever talked about the 2K high build primer, so I might as well go over it. So this is what I use from Summer Racing. It is their 2K urethane primer. I liked going with more of the yellow, the buff coloring, because the epoxy primer I used was, well, that was gray. So that, I think that helps me out too. After I go back and start sanding this down, I know when I hit it exactly. If you had two of the same colors, it could be a little hard to determine while you're sanding. I thought I'd make it easier. So I end up using all of this actually for everything I've done. So I am short because I still have not done the doors yet. So you do need this with, you know, you have to have your activator, got a little bit of that left, and then you have some reducer here. For the just the epoxy, you got the catalytic mix-wise to it. This was a 1-to-1 mix, and this was a 4-to-1 mix, and then up to 10% reducer if you needed it. Now, I probably really need the reducer as much because I used a big tip out of the gun. A lot of people are saying use a 1.8 to 2.0. I went with a 5.1. I think it was maybe too big for it because it went through. I mean, I have it on piled a lot. I mean, it's on there. It's thick. I'm gonna have a lot to sand off. So I did have issues with the gun because I used the cups that came with the gun at first. Those always got clogged and it made it spray so bad. I was getting so much little out of it. Then I just took the cap off and sprayed what I could without trying to make a mess, and it sprayed on beautifully. So after that, I went and I then used disposable cups. I had the ones you get at Harbor Freight. I have the adapter. It worked good for those for that gun, so it worked out great. So I did go with the plastic. I don't know how much I talked about, so I'll go back and watch to it. This is the special plastic that you actually sticks to, so that is good. With the blow-up tent, thing's huge, and I did put down a plastic mat in there because this stuff goes everywhere. I don't want to make a mess inside the, keep as least amount of mess as possible. So I'm just going to actually throw that away because that one's not made to hold paint actually, and how thick this primer was, and just falls to the ground. It actually started blowing. If you blew anything, it came right off. So it could have been a disaster if it was like just using paint and I'm messing up my paint job. So I'm throwing that away. I can't use it. I think maybe with the paint it won't be as bad because this stuff is so much thicker. I mean, it's sandpaper wise to it. So I'm gonna leave the plastic on for now. It's just for sanding purposes, get less dust inside the car because there's gonna be a lot. I mean, and then I went back with, after it dried last night, I sprayed it with a black can just a little bit, just to help me with guide coat a little bit. I might put thick on a little bit too much, but oh well, let's sand off. So I'm not gonna be able to sand right now because I gotta get the 320 for the my dustless sander. I thought I had some, I don't, so I'm gonna have to go get that, and then I'll probably do orbital and 400, and hopefully that'll be it. So hopefully then next video we will be doing, I'm not gonna show you guys me sanding it. You guys see me sand. There's probably sanding in this video. You don't see the sand. I will be, hopefully, fingers crossed, painting the engine bay, because I'm not going to show you me do the engine bay and the door jambs, and maybe the back of the doors if I have to order. I ordered more of that 2K primer. I'm waiting for that to come in, so then I have to do the back of the doors and still the front of the doors with that, and still got to sand a whole bunch of stuff. So until I get to that won't be until my next video comes out, and when I'm actually probably painting the jambs, unless something interesting pops up in between there. So now I'm starting to ramble. So, you know, guys, thank you for watching. Give me a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And let me know, like, what did I think I did something wrong, right? Still learning all of this. It's a lot to do, and it's really time consuming. So, all right, guys, peace out.